Grand Rising, guys. Hope everyone's doing well. Most High God, we calling you at this time to give us guidance, information that will give us clarity on what we're needing to know at this time. Oh God, please come through for the collective and myself, and help us and assist us with what we're needing to know. Give us clarity on what's important. And thank you. So we got the God, the demigod, the influencer, and the polys. Most High God, Mother and Father, please guide me with information on what's important. So why do we have demigod? All right, so we have demigod because there is someone who has a God complex and is refusing to be is refusing to is rebelling, is refusing to make a decision due to arrogance. Excuse me, hold on, guys. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So, yeah, this is someone who is burdened and stressed, and knows that they have to like make a choice, but it's somebody who is stressing, rigid, someone who's mad, um, feeling angry. You know, is what I'm seeing here. It's like there's a choice that needs to be made, but someone's using someone's having issues with someone could be delaying their progress. You know, this is someone who's avoiding a decision because of someone being um because of someone being arrogant in some way. You know, this is a person who wants to win at all costs, and is dealing with you know, even though someone wants to win at all costs, it's bringing burdens, you know. So someone could be in a God, have a God complex where, you know, their ego could be causing them to be, you know, wanting to control a situation that is not fair. You know, it's giving me that even though someone knows that they have to make a decision or be more direct, or like it's a decision that has to be made, but someone doesn't want to someone is delaying or refusing to do the right thing so that they could stay in control or something like that. It's someone who is unsure, or it's someone who's trying to present themselves as happy but has issues releasing or issues with making the right choice because someone wants to stay in control. Someone wants to always be in is someone who wanting to always be in control. So with the Ace of Coins is someone who, clarify this, Ace of Pentacles. So you got this someone who could be heartbroken because they got clarity and they don't like to admit when they're wrong. So it's giving me that someone knows that they should do the right thing. You know, it's like someone who has a God complex and needs to is like is mad because they know they have to make a choice, but they're stressing. And whatever choice that they have to make, it's the judgment reverse is telling me that someone could be avoiding doing the right thing because they want to remain in control. And so their efforts and like trying to put, someone's trying to work, or someone could be trying to avoid, someone could be trying to give you an opportunity, trying to be confident without holding themselves accountable, trying to look confident on the outside, but deep down they're hurting because they got clarity, even though someone's gotten clarity. So it's someone who is heartbroken and feeling emotional, wants feels as if you could be someone that they want to communicate with or want to make, could be heartbroken. Clarify the Five of Swords. Definitely someone very defensive right now. So this could be dealing with one person or two people, where maybe someone's dealing with someone who's very confident, or someone don't like how So it's like a lot of hurt here. Someone's gotten clarity due to a family or relationship. There's love here. Someone's mad because they want to control. They want to work hard at controlling how something comes together out of pain. And this King of Cups is showing, clarify this water sign. is stressing and brokenhearted. So this man here is stressed, brokenhearted, and feeling like overwhelmed because there's somebody who's very defensive because they're trying to be in control. It's a lot of stress and heartbreak here. Tell me more. And it's because you're complete, or you're like good. You know, you're coming out as the Nine of Pentacles. And so someone's watching you from the past. Tell me more. And, you know, they feel like whoever they are, they disappointed how they feel like they've lost, or they feel like nothing really worked how someone wanted it to work. Nothing worked how it was supposed to work. And so it's like failure. Someone feels as if they failed. Why do they feel like they failed? Even though someone's trying to look like they've gotten, let's see, clarify the Three of Cups. Clarify the Three of Cups. Clarify the Three of Cups. So it's giving me that a group of people who could feel as if fear of failure, or feel like maybe someone who's someone don't look like someone knows that they need healing, or someone could be getting validation from others to make themselves look as if they're good. Someone needs attention from others to make them look as if they got it all together. They need to be fed. Someone needs to look like they're well put together, because someone's watching you and seeing that. Why is the Mother here? Why is the Empress here? Because someone's in their head thinking about how you are are represented. So overall, it's a lot of hurt people that feel away, because even though someone knows that they should make the right decision, it's a lot of stress here because someone's feeling defeated about a relationship, about how you present yourself. It's like someone has a lot of negativity. Someone's thinking like, even though they know the truth, it's giving me that they need people to validate them on why they have made a decision which is not it doesn't look. They need validation from others, even though they know they're wrong, on why they made a decision that was not based fairly. So it's a decision that was not fair that someone made, and there are people who feel bad about it and could be supporting somebody, trying to get them to, like, someone needs to feel like they're looking good. Or clarify the Three of Cups. Clarify. Yeah, so it's a Queen of Pentacles in a reversal. So she is unbalanced. So there are people who have to look like they got it together, but honestly, someone's learning that they're not well put together. Someone's learning that they're off balance and that they're not where they need to be. And so it's giving me that someone could be feeling, clarify the spirit ancestors. It's giving me like overall all these people, they could be, they, everyone has to even though they failed at what they're doing, even though people failed at how they're being perceived, is someone who wants to look like they are well put together when really they know they're not. So they're learning that they're not. Slowly they're learning that. So in their head, they're looking at how you are doing, and it bothers them to see that you're still standing, see that you're still well put together. But there are people who are hurt, and these are people who claim to care. So it says a new supportive relationship is on the horizon. It might be a kindred spirit, possibly even romance. It could be someone new, or the deepening of a existing relationship. Open your heart to this new connection. So there are people who still watching you stay grounded, heartbroken, defeated, and knowing that they made the wrong decision. So clarify more of this, ancestors. So clarify this. So it's giving me that, yeah, someone's, what they're learning, like someone's shocked in what they're learning. Someone's shocked in knowing like their efforts of them continuously, why is the chariot here? It's because you keep moving. You keep moving forward, which is shocking, and so this is what they're learning. Nothing stops you. Nothing will stop you. Okay? So baneful magic return is people who could be sad because their emotions are not aligning with how they really want to feel, because someone's going through an issue where they're not holding themselves accountable. Is saying that someone is rebelling, or is having an issue accepting what is, or accepting the truth. Someone's indecisive, and it's because they're wanting to still be in control, or definitely wanting to still be in control. And they feel like, if they get support from others, then that will be their explanation on why they do certain things that they do. Like someone feels as if the validation that they get from others is good enough. It's giving me that, if people around me lie to me and tell me I'm not wrong, then I'll keep going. So people around this person are looking at this person as if they are have like a God complex or something like that. Well, let's see. It's a lot of pain where someone needs to work on themselves. Ancestors, clarify this this spread here. It's saying that someone's clear on what they need to do. They want to heal something. Could be an earth sign woman who could clarify more. Who's shocked or going through changes where someone don't know what to do. You know, they're needing to make some choices because they want new opportunities or a new opportunity with you or something like that. They're stressing and heartbroken. And they're still like holding on to a relationship with a water sign. Someone's manifesting a relationship with a water sign. This water sign is or this could be anybody. Someone who could be manifesting, but at the same time, not really you know, don't really have the strength like that. So this person may be giving up as they're manifesting. Like someone don't really believe that they can manifest something. Deep down, they know that what they're manifesting won't work. Clarify more about this. Yeah, it's because, oh, someone's trying to manifest a mother figure, but they know they're giving up because even though it's something that they really want to do, it's something that they are attached to. It's an energy that they want, like they're trying to bring something back together. Deep down, they know they can't do it. Tell me more. Yeah, so it's because you know who you are, okay? And someone knows that you see clearly through this person, and so they realize that something could be over. That's the issue. They have a realization that the choices that they have are slim to none. Clarify the Seven of Cups. Yeah, so tell me more. So it's like people are in their head about you, wanting to see how they can make something right with you secretly. You know, these are could be family or whoever this is. People who are uncomfortable with where they are. Five of Pentacles. Someone who's feeling low. They're not feeling too well. They're not doing too well. Someone could be worried about money or feeling unsupported, emotionally or material lacking, or just having tough times right now, where someone could be stuck, not knowing what to do. They heartbroken. Heartbroken because of either a system they're a part of, or this could be because of lessons they have to learn. Something was a hard lesson to learn, and someone's mad at the lesson that they learned. Someone's not happy about what they had to learn. So, let's see. Spirit, why do we have demigod? Why is demigod here? It's because there could be a situation that is over. The death card is here, is representing an ending, and this could be a higher force. This could be the Most High informing someone that something is over. So it says, wherever I go, there I am. Consciousness, awareness, victory, activist, enlightenment, admiration, prophet of God, overcoming alien deity, protected, higher self, self-awareness, and God body. Tell me more, ancestors. So yeah, someone's stressing about an ending. And it's this person who's stressing has awareness that something is over. It could be a group of people. who feel heartbroken and you know, feel rejected and defeated. So yeah, because a cycle is over and someone is defenseless or, you know, still trying to like protect themselves from this or protect their emotion, someone don't know how to accept that a situation is over. So, but why is demigod here, ancestors? Why? What's the point of demigod? Because the justice card is here stating that you know, this is fairness. Tell me more. Why is demigod here? Most High, please tell me. It's because this is what God gave you. A challenge God gave you that someone was trying to bind you to. Someone tried to someone someone was obsessed with or had like a toxic pattern with. You know, this is someone who's or someone could be feeling trapped or you know, clarify more about this devil. Yeah, so there are issues with control and obsession or codependency. They're looking at their efforts and seeing like it did not pay off. So this person is still doing magic on you though, or still trying to control a cycle. Yeah, so this person thought that they were God. That's what it is. This person thought they were God. They don't like how things are turning out. Things aren't turning out the way they want, all right? That's the issue. So this is what they're learning, that they have to heal, you know? So that's what it is. Someone who thought that they could do whatever they wanted to do is in pain, could be hurting because as much as they would like to control an outcome with the death card is saying that they know something is over even though they thought that they were God. Tell me more. Yeah, so they feel exposed, they feel seen, they feel looked at as toxic, they feel looked at as controlling, and they realize that they're not good at all. They feel like they're not no good, you know? So they want to, they know that the choices that they made still trying to feel uncomfortable. Like now, like someone when the way they're moving now is, you know, someone who feels uncomfortable with even doing magic because they are aware that their magic is not working how they may want, okay? It's causing them to be imbalanced and they see the truth. They're seeing you and it's causing them to feel conflicted because they see the truth with you. They see like holding on to some sort of control is only causing you to be stand your ground, okay? So this is someone who's see you choosing yourself, see you as confident, see you as in control. This bothers this person. They see you rising as a star. They gotten clarity, okay? So this is shocking to them because someone thought that they could control a narrative. Someone thought that they could, you know, they're not happy with a turnout, and it's because someone is just not happy with a conclusion. So this is a person feeling overwhelmed or just having lack of balance because of what they're aware of. All right, so that's what we got. God is because someone thought that they were a God. Someone thought that they were God in your life. But what they're realizing is that the baneful magic that they've done, whatever they put out, they're getting back. And also, this is a negative cycle that is ending. So this is someone, so someone's going through internal anxiety at this time and releasing. So you're releasing fear of being attacked. And this harmful energy that thought that they could like cause you something here is feeling, is knowing that the fear that they placed in you is what they fear. Tell me more. Yeah, so there's balance here where someone has clarity on an ending. So this is someone who feels like they have an understanding that something is over. So it's giving me that the illusion that someone the illusion that someone had, they're looking at their options, and it could even deal with the temptation that they had on how someone could get away with something. How could something go in their favor? You know, they're happen to be okay with the idea of something being over. So yeah, they're recognizing, like, you know, this is someone who has a very toxic mindset on trying to look as if they are in control. And it's also someone who wants control and dominance over looking good to gain a relationship with you. But with the Five of Wands is conflict here. Because, why is the conflict? Because there's justice that has to play out. So maybe someone tried to like do magic to this Queen of Wands tried to do magic to gain a connection with you, but what they're finding out is the magic, yeah, they're wanting, like, this Queen of Wands and this earth sign woman wants like a relationship with you, but the balance that's happening is an ending. Tell me more. Yeah, so they're uncomfortable with the magic they're doing because they know it's not working. Yeah, because you're very guarded. And I feel like you got a lot of knowledge when it comes to like people doing magic on you. But people do want to heal. They want to continue a cycle with you. They want to heal a cycle with you. This is a turning point. So tell me more. The turning point is someone not getting the results that they want. It's more so someone feeling left out, someone feeling burdened, because someone's more so worried about their money. And so this is a person who's overwhelmed about their financial situation. So yeah, someone knows or realizes that the truth, like the truth is in the spell work. The truth is you showing up for yourself. The truth is you standing out, and someone not, the energy that someone has compared to yours is like slim to none. It's someone who wanted their way with you but realizes that they can't have it. All right, so that's what demigod is. Someone who thought that they could play God in your life. All right, so now we have influence. And influence is number 13. The most worst number in the world. So conditioning, environmental influences, prestige, persuasion, consequences. shocking news, content creators, conditioning, online personality, power, hearsay, clout, power, guidance, sway, magician, and domination. So clarify this. So yeah, we got this Queen of Wands here in the Devil energy. Someone who's stuck in trying to control a child as well, causing issues for a child, or wanting to dominate a child. Tell me more. So, you know, this person, Queen of Wands, is showing me that there could be a situation that's over where, secretly she could feel defeated. She wanted, she had an influence over a child, or tried to figure out how she can gain some sort of influence and control that's currently being seen, exposed, where this person could be feeling rejected. With the World card, there could be a cycle that's over. So someone could be having emotional, okay, so this is someone who wants control, but you know, they could be very sensitive because they're realizing that their control issues are being exposed. Secretly, someone um feels as if they're going through a painful ending, because this is what they're learning and they're trying to be confident through this. There's a cycle over where someone feels exposed. So this is someone who's very dramatic, interacting with someone with someone sensitive or young. Could indicate attention, influence, or mentorship energy, power dynamic, secrets, manipulation, or shady behavior. But someone is exposed or caught in a shady situation. So there's confusion being revealed. A bold, confident woman interacting with someone younger, sensitive, maybe the center of gossip and stirring the situation. So there is public attention and competition. People are noticing, reacting, or judging. Despite the drama, truth and clarity will eventually prevail and the story will reach a resolution. So there's serious drama, secrets, being exposed. So this woman is going to be exposed. It's a lot of truth coming out, and it's causing a painful ending. You know, where it's someone who tried to influence an outcome and could be embarrassed. Tell me more. There's justice behind this because people are angry. You know, Five of Wands is like a lot of anger, or this could be inner conflict here, where there's justice playing out when it comes to this Queen of Wands. So she's exposed for what she's doing, what she did. And the Wheel is just saying that the cycle, shit, excuse me. The cycle like there's a turning point for this person. Okay? So it's a lesson. It's a hard lesson where, you know, the energy that's coming for this person is sadness. You know, someone's still trying to act as if they're good. You know, the issue is people are realizing that it's a lot of jealousy here with people who really know they need to heal. They're all under judgment, okay? So they want you to give to them now. So this is magic that they're doing, but the magic they're doing, they're uncomfortable with because everyone knows they want to heal now. You know, these are people who want to heal. They want to make things better now. They're all talking about, it's your fault, it's your fault. You know, they all left you in a cold. They all did horrible magic on you. They caused huge changing points for you. And now with the Fool and the Ace of Cups, is someone who wants to like make things right with you. You know, but with the Four of Wands, like you're coming out of pain of maybe even your home being effed up, or the Four of Wands. One moment. Hello. Taking y'all off mute so y'all can hear me. So, can y'all hear me now? So there's a delay in a celebration where someone has to really accept what happened. Disharmony in a relationship. Like someone cannot manifest because of you feeling guarded. You know, there's a disharmony in the relationship where things are blocked. Manifestations are blocked. Things aren't turning out the way they should have turned out. Okay? Someone wants to manifest a relationship with you, but the issue is the relationship that, like, someone sees happiness with you. They're watching you. They see happiness and fulfillment, like, you know, with the star cards, like someone who's really excited to heal something, really wanting to heal, has passion to heal, clarity that they want to heal, but it's painful. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of hurt here that needs accountability. So this is a delay. The delay is someone who did hurt to you, feeling as if they can easily step back in your life, but someone's uncomfortable with the energy. Someone's uncomfortable with the feeling of coming towards you, and it's because they know what they did. Okay? So someone who wanted so much control, their idea of separating your family, wanting control and dominance over your family so that they can be you or act like you or whatever the case may be, it's giving me that it never worked. And so this is the attention that's happening. You know, things are playing out, things are unfolding, but the way it's unfolding is how someone thought it'd never unfold. So the influence someone had was a horrible influence, someone who has control issues and is being exposed for the things that they've done. So this Queen of Wands, you know, she's sad now because even though she had the influence to try to cause a negative influence, actually, it all turned back on her, where there are people who are looking at her in a way like everyone's learning about this person and giving her the side eye, the same side eye that they wanted you in. You know, as a group of people talking, people are shocked. You know, it's real negative. So now people like want to be your friend after all of this crazy stuff, you know. So with the Ten of Wands, it's like you moving forward, okay? You moving on. Eight of Cups is what you've learned. Like, you've learned your lesson. And you're coming out of hardship. You know, there was a time maybe you felt like you were in lack. But I'm seeing here you could be clear on what you need to do when it comes to your life and your life's purpose. And with the Three of Cups is people from the past who want to come out the cold with you. Clarify more. Yeah, so they find like their efforts are not working out. They're not getting what they thought they'd get from you. You know, these are people who are heartbroken because even though they're trying to remain in control, their efforts didn't play off. Their influence only caused you to rise up as the empress that you are. You know, you could be a mother. You're healing. You're gonna be okay, collective. All right. Because things gotten out of hand, so balance has to take place. Tell me more. So yeah, Seven of Wands is saying that you're still fighting for yourself. You're not giving up on yourself. You're continuing to keep moving forward. All right. And the moon is just everything is not being revealed at this time. But let's see. There could be secrets, confusion, misunderstanding. Clarify the moon. It's hidden jealousy. Hidden jealousy. Hidden jealousy due to your justice, okay? So there's an earth sign who's really wanting to make things fair. Secretly, they really do. They're like really wanting to like make things better. Yeah, but it's painful. It's a painful ending because this person, you're aware of what they did, and the truth is being revealed. There is exposure. You know, where whatever this person tried to do to you is backfiring. Someone's gonna be experiencing that, and they know they're gonna be experiencing the pain they wanted you to have. All right. So with the wheel, it's just saying like the wheel is causing alignment. So whatever has to like move forward, it will. All right. So tell me more. So we have this Queen of Wands who's what is she doing? What is she doing? You know, she's blocked off. What is she up to? She's blocked. She's not getting the news or some news that she wanted. Information is not what she intended. And this King of Pentacles, this person, what's the issue here? They're like in this phase where they're trying to control or dominate. They could be causing issues for a water sign, or they could be trying to control what's this person doing? This earth sign. They could be trying to dominate or control money or a family. Clarify the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, they're trying to like balance money. You're independent. So the issue is, okay, so someone could be stepping into a very dominant, a very prosperous time in their life. Clarify this spread with the King of Pentacles. What's this about? Someone who needs to walk away. So they're trying to manifest abundance with you, collective. You could be stepping into a very prosperous time in your life. So it says, you're wasting your precious energy on something that will not bear fruit. It's time to turn your attention to things more aligned to your soul's purpose. So this is a King of Pentacles who wants to dominate, or let's see, what does this man want to do? King of Pentacles. What is he trying to do? He's, you know, the issue is he wants to celebrate with you with the Tower card. Is not gonna happen. Tell me more. What is he trying to do? Yeah, so that you're tell me more. Someone wants to win with you. Someone wants feels as if they can gain with you. It could be fast communication, or there could be some information, fast progress that you're making that's giving you victory, and someone wants to be a part of this. Clarify the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, it's someone who's trying to create or manifest or grow something. They're manifesting out of emptiness. Tell me more. Yeah, they're like trying to plan on how to gain some sort of control and happiness, but with the Ten of Swords, it's not going nowhere. Okay, tell me more. It's because you're like clear, very clear, decisive, and emotionally unavailable. And you're too aware when it comes to how someone acts. You know, someone only it's just kind of messed up how things aren't working out for someone, and now the first thing they think about is you after it doesn't work out. So someone who tried to dominate a situation, it's just it's everything that someone did is out of pocket, out of line, and it's a lot of embarrassment where people are trying to be validated by other people around them, toxic people that are around them. You know, yeah, that's what I'm getting. So someone who tried to influence a situation, you know, is realizing that nothing really worked. So someone wants a connection with you, and they really want this. This is all they thinking about in their mind on how to gain this. But, you know, Seven of Wands is someone who doesn't know how to do it. Someone is too weak to do it. Someone is giving up hope. Someone really don't have the drive to go about it. You know, they could be praying constantly for this, but with the devil card, someone has to release attachment. You know, this is the struggle. Like, someone needs to release attachment, or you've released attachment to this person. You're no longer detached. And that's the uncomfortable feeling. That's the uncomfortable part. So, King of Wands is in their head, feeling rejected, trying to look as if they're prominent, you know, and you clearly are, you know, it's a lot of hurt here that someone's caused for no reason that you got to heal from. Balance has to happen here. Structure has to happen here. That's the shocking part. So then we have Polly's, and Polly's is number 35. The power in numbers, bonds, poly, family, soul, mate, unity, more to draw from, trust, resourcefulness, multiple partners, group activities, like-mindedness, and agreements. So let's see what this is about. Clarify Polly's ancestors. Clarify Polly's. Clarify Polly's. People that's hurt, realizing that they're hurt, that you are, okay, so someone who's emotionally free. Someone's hurt about your emotion. Yeah, you're satisfied, and people are hurt about that. People are looking at their efforts and seeing that how emotionally calm you are. You know, so maybe something was supposed to make you fall apart, but you're here in this King of Cups energy where it's making people feel away. You know, it's like the way you are looking is the way someone wanted. The way you're looking is how someone. Wait, yeah, the way you're looking is how someone wanted to look, or how they're looking. How someone is looking is how they expected you to look. Someone's angry about that. Someone's feeling defeated about your independence, about you being grounded. You know, you're good. You know, you're still happy and you're still abundant. Okay? So this is the lesson. Like, you're going to be gaining, collective. Things are going to be going in your favor. And someone knows that. This is why they want to take action towards you. Someone's watching you constantly, trying to manifest victory. Or someone's seeing you gain victory, seeing you stay in control. You know, so the polys represent people who want to manifest an opportunity with you, but everyone's feeling uncomfortable because they know what they did to you, collective. Tell me more. Yeah, they know what they did. They want a relationship with you, a higher connection with you. But they know that you've detached your energy from them. You no longer feel attached to these people. You no longer, like, someone cannot depend, like, the codependence here. You don't have codependency issues. You're not dependent on anybody. So what it's showing is a backfire where someone may have thought that you'd be in a position of, maybe someone thought that you were going to be, so tied to them that it would have made them feel like they were in control of your emotion, but you don't have a codependency issue, which is good, you know. So with the badass being full of life, love, and possibilities, is you being full of life, you feeling as if there is possibility for you. And baneful magic return is baneful, is returned to the sender. Whatever someone wanted for you is going back to them. Okay, so I need you to stay well put together, collective. When I look at women, when I look at some women, it's like a particular type of woman that I see, and I'm like, wow, like you are well put together. I want you to always be well put together. Excuse my edges, y'all. I'm not well put together right now, but emotionally well put together is someone who always has balance in their emotions, no matter what you're going through. You don't let the small shit sweat you. You always stay in alignment with your energy collective, never allowing anybody to throw you off. All right. Now you may, talk your shit, but in all reality collective, you never allow anybody to try to make you feel as if you're nothing. All right, you return that energy of how they feel about themselves back to them. Everyone has to use their own energy to heal themselves, regardless of how the situation, how hard the situation may be. you know so what it's showing is, even though someone want to make you look crazy, people know you're not crazy. People know that you are not a bad mother. People know that you deserve your children, and as much as someone wants to paint you out as crazy, they can't. You know what I'm saying? So this is the victory that you have. Like, you really got supporters, you got love around collective, because with the judgment card, it's like God is showing you off. You are God's showcase collective, and never allow anyone to tell you that you're not. Look at God. God, everyone's talking about you, how you handle certain outcomes, certain situations. But my thing is, why does your life have to be a damn rat experience? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you like on trial or something. You like the rat that's in the you know how they experiment with the rat to see how the mice will get or cut corners to get to their food. This is this type of situation where someone wanted to see how you perform. Like, if you are who you say you are, if you are who you say you are, well, let's see how you perform. Let's see if you get through these obstacles. We have the most dirtiest people, the most triflingest people, who dress in suits and ties, and who are in power, and who are able to control certain outcomes. We're going to get our people that are who have the God complex to see how you will respond to certain influences, or see how you are going to be, how they can easily influence you. Now, because these people cannot influence you, they can influence an emotion out of you. They can't get an interaction out of you. What they do now is they start tearing shit up in your home. Okay, well, she's still happy. He's still happy. Okay, well, let's take their kids from them. Let's put visitate, like, you literally are someone who has to have visitation rights with your kids. Like, someone wants to, you have to be monitored with your kids. You, collective, you. Because someone doesn't like how mentally powerful you are. The same exact person who's putting you through these type of trials, these type of experiences, would never be able to go through half of would not be able to go through half of the things that you went through, collective. So please don't think you did any of all of this in vain. People are very proud of you, collective, even though it's giving me like, a psych. Like, why would someone want to put you through this? It literally traumatized you. You don't want to be friends with people who traumatize you, who want to manifest you back now that they realize you're done with them for real. Who places manipulation over your head when it comes to your kids because they can. Someone who knows you're not a bad parent. Someone who, the one put you through the BS. You know what I'm saying? It's a, well, someone really needs to realize that, you're not right. Okay? So with that said, Ten of Pentacles with the Sun card is you gaining victory because of all the hard work you went through. All the hard work you did alone, collective. Not alone. You did it with God, of course. But, you know, this is you fully in control of yourself, your mind, your mental space. And you rejecting what doesn't serve you. You knowing what you don't deserve. You knowing what you should reject. You know, and people being mad about that. People mad about your independence. Someone has a huge issue. They're feeling defeated about you, collective, because you standing out as a whole 9 of Pentacles. Now, if people were to do as much work as you did on yourself, someone would not be so mad. Let's find out who this is that's mad the way they are. It don't make no sense. I'm making sure I'm not on mute. People can't fathom the truth. People hate the truth. You know, it's sad. People do not like the truth. They will go as far as trying to block your dreams, baby. Your dreams that you dream about. Like someone would go that far. So we got this Queen of Wands here. With the Sun card. What's going on? She's heartbroken. She's exposed and heartbroken and knowing that it's over. Someone really knows it's over. You know, it's like, you know, someone's realizing that. With the Tower in reverse, it's like, it's a shocking energy that slowly, it's slowly eroding in someone's vessels, where someone's so angry and feeling deteriorated. Like it's slowly eating this person up, knowing that they have to walk away, trying to look like they're okay, but knowing that they have to choose other options. You know, this Queen of Wands is feeling defeated. You know, she done got dragged. So with that, we got the Hierophant. That's a huge lesson that someone don't want to accept. You know, so we got the Queen of Cups, who's shocked as well. You know, she's shocked because she's under judgment. She's knowing she's under judgment. King of Pentacles is uncomfortable. You know, the magic that they're doing is making them feel stuck. They're not, they're uncomfortable. You know, someone just knows they need to heal. Did that come out? I'm gonna just put it reverse. So someone didn't have all the information. Someone's sad and like, you know, they're like in this, you know, there's a lot of jealous people, collective people that are all getting a side eye. They're like in fear, feeling left out, jealous, communicating with each other, watching you constantly. You know, it's just people who are trying to figure out how to hold on to you. A community of people. This is why we got polys. So yeah, people who want to reignite with you. They want to rekindle a past connection that they once had with you. All right. It's a beautiful day today. Look at the sky. It's beautiful. So with the Ace of Swords, the Four of Swords, someone's thinking constantly. You know, with the Strength card and the Temperance is someone who's trying to balance things out with this Earth sign woman, because they know that whatever they gotten themselves into, they can no longer fight for it. Definitely can't fight for it. All right, so they're, let's see. Yeah, this father figure here, trying to figure out what to do. Things are not good, you know. You know, this person's still trying to have, trying to figure out what to do. They're disappointed, you know, with the Sun card. If someone could be exposed, disappointed, and still trying to look like they're You know, they secretly know that there's justice. Secretly, this person knows there's justice, and the moon card is someone who knows that there's going to be justice.
On Etsy, you can find your favorite person a gift as special as they are, like a custom leather camera strap to celebrate your photography-obsessed friend. Shop Etsy for special birthday gifts that say, I get you. Click.
People crazy. People are so crazy. People trying to make you live out a Miss Doubtfire movie. I'm like, all I can think about is Miss Doubtfire and how they like the dad, he was a good dad, and the mom was very controlling, and you know, the dad was a good father and someone who, you know, the mother went out and paid for a babysitter when, you know, it's just like someone who wants control so bad over you, they will use their kids to do that shit. Like like I don't respect people like that. I really don't. So there's secrets and rumors or shady action are being watched. The truth will come out and someone will face the consequences. It's confusion and manipulation are exposed. People will find out what was really going on, okay? There will be exposure here. Tell me more. Someone's really irritated about this. Someone's feeling defeated because they want to appear as if they're good, but everyone's talking about this person. This person has a platform or something like that. Queen of Wands in the devil energy, constantly thinking negatively. She's worried. She's trying to figure out what to do. You know, it's a lot of gossip and rumors. Let's see. Tell me more. Yeah, she looking at her efforts. All these people. It could be people who are like these are like people who have a platform, people who trying to like, you know, it's real shady here, collective. It ain't right. You know, the high priestess is here. You know, control issues over a child where someone, it's a lot of unfair sneaky behavior going on with a child. All these people are horrible. Don't need, you know, everyone moving out of pain. No one cares about nobody but themselves. Everyone's going to be exposed. You know, Five of Wands is um a painful ending, a lot of stress. You know, these people, it don't make no damn sense. You know, I'm like, ooh, you know, it's so disappointing how hateful people are. Like, who wants to who who needs friends when you can have enemies? Like, these people trifling as hell, child. These people are so trifling. And for anyone to allow this to even happen is trifling too. You know, someone allowed this shit to happen. People thought that they could get away with shit. This King of Swords, he's so hateful. So hateful. He's stressing in the devil energy. This man trifling. Tell me about this. Straight up liar, manipulative. And, you know, he tries to come out as someone who's very smart, but he uses his wisdom to manipulate. Like, who wants to deal with people like this? You know? So you see right through it. Shady. You're shady, you know? You have your whole guard up, and what really you got an attitude at this person because they're trifling. You know, someone only think about how they can win out of the outcome. Someone's repeating cycles constantly. Like you moving out of pain. Why don't you just? Someone needs to sit down, realize what they're doing. Like they're messing it up. They're messing it all up. And I keep, I don't know, but the way someone moves is just so unfairly, so unrighteous. Like I don't know how people live like that every day, live with themselves every day, then got the nerve to want to be connected to you and mad because you won't let this happen. Like you shiesty. Okay? So yeah, there's an ending and it's all backfiring. So keep your prayers. Keep your prayers. Keep praying. Yeah, this person's shocked. She's stressing. It's a lot of stress this person having. And they now want to heal. Like after you done cause all this crazy shit. Trifling as hell. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you're not dealing with this. So yeah, that's what's happening. So there's a lot of jealous people who are uncomfortable, jealous of you, collective, jealous of the emotion and the protection you have with God, jealous of your independence, jealous of you continuing to move forward and come out of a difficult situation where you're in the Five of Pentacles reverse, okay? So there is security here, here for you. And someone is unsure, clarify, someone's unsure on how to connect with you from the past. Someone's unsure of how to come towards you because you're guarded, okay? Clarify this. The Hierophant is people connected to a community of people. This could be a system. They're all under judgment. And they know it. Clarify the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, so I see here someone's hurt and has to move on through the hurt that they're going through. Two of Swords is unclear on how to move forward, but know they have to. Know that everything, all the energy, all the effort these people put in is being returned back to its rightful owner. Everything someone did, okay? So I don't know like how it's gonna play out. Let's see how it's gonna let's see if we can find out how it's gonna play out. And then maybe we can find out. Let's see. Five of Wands. Someone's pissed. Internally. Jealous. Control issues. And feeling left out. Someone who's still trying. Someone who's like a sore loser. And knows that a relationship is over. Wants a relationship but angry, jealous, evil. As all get out. Uncomfortable. In their own skin. Sad. Depressed. Like you supposed to be in this energy. You think the person who got it all, got all the money, got all the, like they look like, they appear like they got it all together. They appear like they well put together. You'll expect this person to be feeling way more like emotionally grounded. See, the thing is, you can buy, you could steal physical things. You could steal from people. You could take physical things, but you can never take someone's joy who's happy, who's truly and sincerely content in their own life. So as much as someone may want to like steal your joy, still, and someone can like make you feel a way, but if you're really, really grounded, if you've really done a lot of work on yourself, and someone did so much to try to steal your joy in some way, someone's recognizing that they can't. So it's like someone looks the part. Like how do you look it on the outside? You look like you're all together, but on the inside, you're effed up. The pain that you wanted someone else to experience is still what you're in. Like you're still all of these things. You're like depressed, mad, angry, evil. The Five of Wands and the Devil card, baby. These are all the energies that you feel. Like that's crazy to me. Like you did all that and you're still mad while someone's in the sun. Someone got the sun. Someone got the whole sun, the Six of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. Like you got new opportunities. You're happy. You're fulfilled. Like this. You cannot steal someone's energy. You can't be somebody. You can't be another person. You always gonna be who you are. Because even if you try to like look like somebody, even if you try, you still feel miserable. You're still in competition with somebody. You're still low. You're still feeling low, lonely, miserable, sad, depressed. All of this energy you feel is something that you got to heal on, because obviously it's not working for you. If you have done so much hate to somebody and you're still mad, like that shows me that you're not ever going to be satisfied, no matter how much you try to bring the collective down. It means that it's something in you that you need to heal. You're unfulfilled. You're in this phase where you like unhappy. You know what I'm saying? Like you're so unhappy. Like that's not good. But you got money. Like you're somebody that you have everything, but you're still miserable. You done everything to the collective, but you're still miserable. Like, don't you know that even if you try to cause pain for the collective, you're going to always be the one with the emotion you want the other person to be in? Like, that's going to continue until you fix it. The will has to move on. The will has to continue. And you're just going to be moving evilly. You're just always going to be, someone's just, they feeling a way about this money, child. Someone who stole from you, stressing. So yeah, there's big changes. So what's happening? Big changes, fate, cycles, things moving beyond control, power, control, manipulation, and unhealthy attachment, discontent, apathy, ignoring opportunities, emotional stagnation, family legacy, wealth, also family pressures is a painful ending. Even if not written, okay, so it's authority, control, rules, and structure, a dominant figure, deception, still secretive behavior, someone sneaking around. So there's major drama unfolding. Someone with control, authority, maybe trying to manipulate a situation, and family legacy matters are involved. Someone is acting secretively or dishonestly, and the outcome will involve a painful exposure ending. So people are restless or dissatisfied, and the gossip chaos is moving fast. In short, secrets, manipulation, and authority conflicts are coming to light. It's messy, dramatic, and someone will get burnt. So this could also be jail. This could be someone going to jail. So whatever someone did to you, collective, they're not gonna have no luck. So the issue is someone has to play out a scene. You know, I'm getting that someone has to play out that. Oh, that was the question. How would it play out? This is how it's gonna play out. So someone literally, so ancestors, can you tell me, does this person want to, like, the roles that are things that are currently playing out, does someone want to play this out? Or I mean, does this have to be played out? The people do people have a role to play, and it has to be played out? Yes. Okay. So with the two of swords, someone has to act as if someone has to act as if they don't know when they do know. Because the problem is, it was more so dealing with you going to be on this side. Like, you were supposed to be the one to be in this in this situation where you would not be able to maintain. Like, people they baited on you. They thought that you were going to be someone who was going to be out of your mind by this time. So what people are realizing is it's not playing out the way they expected it to. So the issue is, because it did not play out how someone expected it to play out, it still has to be played out, because something's gotten out of hand. And secretly, because something's gotten out of hand, it's no one who can control this outcome. I'm trying to explain it in a way to where, like, because something has already been done. Let's just say documents were, let's just say there been a documentation that was manipulated, stolen, someone maybe tried to be you, whatever the case may be. What someone's realizing is a specific role has to be played out. And it's because you removed yourself from the role, because you didn't know about the role, collective. Your role was to play your role. Your role was to be who you are, be authentic, while someone wanted to play you or be you. But they have to play this out, because it's nothing else to do. They already did what they had. They already did it. It was already done. So someone has to pretend. And everything is messing up because you're not playing the role that they want you to play. So they have to move through this role painfully. You cannot, you're being your authentic self. See, the issue with people is some of these people here connected to these societies or whatever, they preyed on your downfall. So what they're realizing is that you are playing your role. Your role is being played while others have to play a fake role. Meaning, none of these people are authentic. None of these people are genuine. All of these people have to play as if they don't like you, have to play as if they're against you, even though at one point it wasn't really this bad, but because they jumped on something that they really didn't understand, everyone has to play a role. So even like your friends who claim, the friends that you were connected to that supposedly did not like you because of a lie, they're having to play out a role with the enemy because they jumped on they sided with a contract that was to go against you. So everyone has to play out a role, and it's painful for people to play out this role because they signed something, or they agreed to something. And so everyone who went against you, collective, because something is documented, In order for them to hide information or whatever the case may be, they have to play up or pretend. They have to fake it. And so it's causing people to harden their hearts and be mad because, first off, they're mad about what they got themselves into. They're mad about the road that they chose. They're mad about, like, this is hard. What they have to do, someone happen to be inauthentic, someone who's not authentic has to pretend every day, which is causing someone to harden their heart, which is causing someone to be evil because there are people they were connected to that were already evil. But these people, they've done it before. They've done it millions of times to others. You're the lesson, collective. People did not expect you to come out the way you are. All right. So the issue is, it's kind of like a domino effect where people are learning that they cannot get over on you. So people have to play the role. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. I'm just trying to tell you, like, you've detached yourself. So you move in love, you move in love, you move in a higher vibration. You're no longer connected to these people. And it causes you to be seen as a teacher, as the lesson, and it's causing others to look evil. So when people try to play against you to make you seem like you're not someone that you really are, it is giving them a run for their money. It's stressing people out because they have to lie. It's stressing them out that they have to pretend to be something that they're not. Deep down, someone has like this King of Cups energy. So this could be someone who's like very honestly loving, but has to play a hardcore role because of what they chose. So this person who has to live a whole life, it's difficult for this person. So yeah, someone should be doing the right thing, but their energy is off. They may be secretive, manipulative, or carrying burdens that make them act poorly. Because they have, like, when a lie, the issue is when you lie, you have to keep up with that lie. That's the issue. Like, someone has to keep up with the lie. And it's dealing with how you're seen, collective. So you're seen as someone who has it together. Like, you're in control. And someone is feeling a way about this because nothing that they said is showing. So it's like, as much as someone want to paint you out as someone that you're not, they're realizing that, it's heartbroken for them. I mean, it's heartbreaking for them and a bunch of people to know the truth. It hurts people to know the truth about you, collective. This is burdensome to people who really see you as a happy spirit and who really want to be around you. They like, dang, like, I really want to be around. Like, no one wants to be around a bunch of miserable people, right? This the shocking part. Like, they like, I want to be around you. You're happy. Yeah, people want a relationship with you. They want to fight for you. But the issue is how someone painted you and did you, collective. Someone jumped on the wrong bandwagon. So, now, like, people are realizing they're like remembering who you are, because there's been so many lies. And when you tell so many lies on somebody, people start believing a lie. That's the issue. People start believing a lie. So people like, ooh, like you brought the whole table. Like you, I want to be connected to you. Like no one likes this other person here. Yeah, people finding this to be a painful ending because of what they chose. So how it's playing out is it's like how it's really supposed to play out. You know, in movies, like when you have a happy ending, like the happy ending collective would be you who never folds, who always stands your ground, who always is 10 toes down for yourself and 10 steps ahead of your ops, okay? So how it's unfolding is fast action, healing, you know, people communicating and knowing the truth about you. People, they feel away though, the devil energy here. You know, there's a lot of jealousy. Yeah, someone's, you know, it's just like you got a lot of devilly energy around you, child. Secrets being exposed. The sun card is here. Someone's really mad at how things turned out. It's painful. Yeah, it's a lot of people talking about this collective. It's a lot of side eyes going on because the issue is people got to play it out. So, big changes, things moving beyond control, destiny shifting, rapid movement, messages, gossip spreading, sudden events, balance, compromise, patience, moderation, teamwork, collaboration skills being recognized, group effort, control, manipulation, unhealthy attachments, power dynamics, nurturing, abundance, creation, sometimes indulgence or attachment. So, there's fast moving drama involving power struggles, manipulation, and hidden motives. People are acting strategically or secretively. Someone may be trying to control or influence others while another figure provides emotional support or care. So there's effort at compromise or teamwork, but tension and rivalry make it messy. Ultimately, the truth will come out. Secrets will be exposed and clarity will emerge. So rapid, so it's mostly like giving me like, you know, even like with the genie in the bottle, someone wished for, let's just say someone wished for $1 billion, $1 trillion, or wished to have power. Well, the issue is the way that the power is coming is like it's all out of control. The whole sky is black. You know, it's like a lot of evilness that you can't control, and people are recognizing this. People are seeing that something is not right, something's toxic, and even though someone may want to take it away, someone can't because the wish has to be granted. And it's up to you to, like, someone who's made a big mess, like you have to come around it and clean it up. So here you are surviving and living in survival mode because of what chaos someone caused for you. You know, even though this person should be in trouble for what they've done, you know, it's more so you happen to survive throughout all of the obstacles that this person has put around you. You know, and it's still backfiring. Okay, so you'll heal through this with the word with the 4 of Wands is someone who wants to emotionally be available in some way. They're like heartbroken. Clarify the King of Cups, ancestors. Why is the King of Cups here? It's because someone's trying to figure out how to be emotionally available with the 5 of Wands. Someone who's conflicted. And it's more so giving me that someone could be like, oh, you're telling me, I don't know, like someone just wants happiness and they find you to make them happy. But it's like after you done did so much to the collective, you stab them in the back. You think that you could just come back in someone's life after you cause all this pain for somebody. What the hell? What is wrong with you? Like, somebody got life twisted. So anyway, let's get some other messages. Ancestors, tell me what we need to know from the Akashic deck. Anything hidden? Most High God, please speak to me. So we got karmic trench. Light of the world. All right, so let's see what this is about. All right, clarify the scrolls, ancestors. The 4 scrolls. So let's read 4 scrolls. In a field meant to be planted, a man dirty from his efforts stands knee deep inside a long trench. The seeds wait to be planted, yet yet he continues to dig deeper and deeper. There are other rows plowed and ready for planting, but they are ignored. This card reveals a difficult pattern in your life, a pattern of self-defeating feelings, thoughts, and actions that you've brought forward from previous incarnations. You returned to this life with the intention of breaking this karmic pattern, but you got pulled into the old thoughts and behaviors. You've been digging yourself deeper into a karmic trench that gets harder and harder to escape. This pattern is not unknown to you. You recognize it in your relationships, in your jobs, and certainly in your beliefs, behaviors, and responses. It's time to take charge of your karma by altering inner ideas, feelings, and patterns that cause you to make sabotaging choices. Every time you notice yourself making an old choice that digs you deeper into your karmic trench, you can change your mind and your actions. This will require your conscious effort every step of the way. Without such work, you could go lifetimes burying yourself in the same feelings. But with your commitment to making changes every day, you can dig yourself out. So this is someone who needs to work on themselves. You need to find a way to let go. Like you're holding on to a cycle, a pattern in your life that you need to attend to. So let's see. Clarify the trench, the karmic trench. So it's because someone's made reckless decisions in their life. Clarify these reckless decisions. Someone who's acting as if they're okay with the reckless decisions and okay with an unhealthy lifestyle. You know, someone who knows that they need to heal. Someone who's out of balance, okay? So this could be a father figure who's in this devil energy and feeling stuck. So it's a lot of recklessness going, like things are falling apart. Tell me more. So what the Ten of Swords is someone who recognizes that they're in something deep. Someone's digging themselves deeper and deeper into a hole, and it's getting exposed. You know, someone's trying to not, someone knows, you know, deep down, like someone's trying to hide or lie what they know is true. Tell me more. And they're thinking about it, you know. King of Pentacles, you know, this is someone who's gotten clarity. You know, it's like, you know, fairness is here. You know, someone's mad because of how things are turning out. Queen of Cups, who's not ready who's secretly mad, you know, angry, you know, she got an attitude problem. You know, she's trying to gain success or something like that. She's sad. You know, it's just like it's affecting everybody. You know, where it's a cycle. Someone's caught in a karmic trench where they have really did their work, so much work, where it's toxic. You know, it's real nasty. And someone's so deep into something, it never will get better, because it will never get better until someone realizes how nasty, how disturbing, and how toxic this person is. Like, someone is has to make choices, but because they got so much toxicity around them, it's difficult. Who wants to be around this? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it be so crazy to me how people in the justice system can make some horrible decisions when it comes to, like, you know, I'm very disappointed in the justice system. I'm very disappointed in people, like grown people, who just don't really know. It's just it's sad, you know. The control that people want and have is so ridiculous. It's unfair. It's unrighteous, and things have to be there. There has to be changes, because it's just someone just caught in like some damn. Someone got a lot of issues and wants to so much control, but they have issues and they don't even know how to handle their own issues. They're just dragging people down with them. So you can appear and look like you well put together, and you sit here and it's so much I could say. You know what I'm saying? But it's just how people present themselves and how they want to make themselves look, instead of really trying to really make themselves look like that. Like, you are a horrible person, and the people you have put in some sort of entitlement are horrible too. So everyone just horrible. And it's just unfair, because how things are ran. Like, I don't respect nobody here. I don't respect how everybody has put, it's like you causing pain for a child. The thing is, everyone knows what's going on, but no one, I didn't agree to this bullshit. Everyone knows what's going on. You want to sit here and play the dumb role, and you want to you know exactly why. Like, I don't like people. First off, I don't like people playing in my fucking face. And I don't like to explain shit to people that already know why things are the way they are. I don't like people, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that shit. Because you know exactly what you're doing with the earpiece, with the fake ass stories and shit, with the, someone trying to act like you or present themselves like you, or someone who's trying to be you, or someone who's trying to put you down or make you feel low. Like, you're telling me that you're going to give someone disgusting a opportunity to, someone who's already out of their mind, get like, this person reckless, they're unsure of themselves, they don't have no purpose, they live off of you and how they can look. Like, just someone who's in competition with you all their life. Like, you literally sit here and compare yourself to somebody who's minding their fucking business, dude. You crazy. And you got people who are responsible for the karmic trench. So you done dug a deeper hole, thinking that you're winning because you just want to look like you're put together, but you're effed up. You're really effed up, and you just walking around here as an effed up individual, wanting people to validate you. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. I don't respect you. I don't, because you wrong. You know what I'm saying? You're just gonna be stuck in that energy until you heal, because you're horrible. You're so wrong. And anyone who validates this, who allowed this to happen, you're wrong too. I hope jail time for you. Cause this is not fair. I didn't submit to this. I didn't agree to any of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you always trying to drag someone in some damn drama. Like, I don't like you. Got my kids taken from me. Like, I don't respect you. You literally took my kids. Got me on a damn visitation where I have to be monitored with my kids, dude. Work on a Renaissance cathedral has just begun. At first, this building seems modest, but in the time, its grandeur will reach several stories high and across the centuries. But now, piles of stones and rock dot the seams. A mason bends, focusing intently on a plumb bob that hangs next to a partially built wall. This instrument helps him determine if the wall is straight and true. At a very basic level, this card could indicate building or renovating a home or business. This card also shows that you're on your way to greatness, but it requires attending to. Even the nicest of particulars, be diligent with the specifics in your strategy. Pay considerable attention to detail and follow through. While you may have long-term goals in mind, the small steps are that is important now. Even the most magnificent cathedrals were built stone by stone, day by day. It is only by heaping up the small that the great can be achieved. Now, anytime I speak on, well, I have a master's and a bachelor's degree, and someone says, well, I don't even have that. I don't have that. I have this. Well, the issue with you telling me what you have and you being in a very superior position, and me on the other hand, who is being sabotaged with my life, I don't need anyone telling me what they have, because at the end of the day, you're banking, you got money. No one's following you or stalking you. No one's trying to hinder you from your position, because you give the orders. You give the rights to people. So if I'm telling you I have these things, but I'm not able to utilize my situation, I'm not able to build because there are people sabotaging my life, and you sit here and tell me that someone's mentally ill, that it just shows me you don't really give two shits about me. You just care about, you just there to do your job and go home. No one has no love these days. No one is considerate. They see you for just what is on paper. Like, you're sitting here, someone knows what you're going through, and they sit here and add more salt to your wound. Like, I don't, you don't sit here and tell me, oh, well, I don't even have a master's. Well, no one told you, no one asked you. I'm telling you that I'm being sabotaged with my life. Pretty much you know it. With the, you know that. You sit here and throw more salt in someone's wound instead of, like, considering or being considerate of what someone's going through. I don't know if these people have to do shit like this, but to me, it's just a smack in the face. Like, no one's trying to say, oh, I got this and I got this. The purpose of saying that I have a master's degree and a bachelor's degree, and people throwing in my face, well, you should get a job, or you should be more financially well off. The issue is if people are sabotaging my life to where it's so bad where I had you cannot have your kids in a predicament where your home is being vandalized by horrible people that just want to sit here and ruin your life because they're miserable and they want to gain, so they want to get your kids taken. What the hell can you do? Like, I mean, I don't know. You know, anyway, you don't sit here and brag saying, well, I don't have that. Like, it's just, it's a insult to me, because what someone knows what you're going through, even though they're acting as if they don't know. They just throwing more salt on the wound. I don't respect that. I really don't. It's painful. you know like, come on now. Like, someone, your life has, someone knows your life has been sabotaged. You could have been a lot further than where you are. See, this is talking about you in this phase where you're trying to rebuild. Like, I've been rebuilding for so many years. I've tried to rebuild for a long time, and every time someone kicks down my castle, constantly been kicked down several times. It's difficult to rebuild when your life is constantly being sabotaged by wicked people that tell you to get a job. You know, who wouldn't want a job? I can have an office job. I like my job. I would like doing my job because I do it freely here. So I wouldn't mind getting paid to do what I'm doing here. I've healed many people. It ain't like I'm like a nobody. Like, I've helped many. I helped a lot of people. So with that said, the issue is when you're rebuilding your life, intricacies. This is someone who's rebuilding their life or trying to. The issue is someone coming around being jealous, envious, angry, knocking down what you built. Like, that's not cool. Then you sit here and you throw in someone's face, oh well, you should get a job. What? Like, I would if you leave me the fuck alone. It's just, baby, you will win. You will gain victory, and you're gonna get exactly what you deserve. Everybody is. There will be judgment here. The Queen of Swords is someone who tells the truth. All right? There's fast action, swift changes. You're on a wheel to greatness collective, and it's going to be happiness here, regardless if someone likes it or not. These are people who want to build with you. The people who knocked you off of your damn pedestal that you continue to get back on want to now rebuild with you. No. You don't deserve to be a part of the collective's life. You're heartbroken because you're not going to be a part of the collective's life. So whatever we get, there's a lot of jealousy. Someone's really wanting to be a part of what you're going to be rebuilding. So you could be getting a new home or something like that, collective. Congratulations to you. Wherever you're headed, whatever God is doing for you, you've been left out in the cold. There's been, restrictions placed on you because of a court system or a judge who literally put you in the cold again. Like, someone knows your situation. Like, this is not right. They know, they have clarity on who you are. It's a lot of anger here. A lot of inner anger, and it's giving me that, even though people people have to live with certain choices that they made. Doctors, lawyers, everybody was a part of a role on why certain family dynamics are not the way they should be. So it's difficult, to it's just like it's a cycle, it's a pattern where it takes a village to raise a family that loves one another. But the system, what I learned, is to separate because someone has, it's more so logic over emotion. So you can't have emotion in a situation that should have emotion. Like it should always it should always be balanced with emotion. In order for you to be able to make or be a good judge of character, you have to have some form of judge of emotion in order to judge. But for you to be strictly about business, it just shows that you're throwing out the care. You don't care about the kids. You don't care about the family. You care about what's written on paper and what someone perceives to look like without looking deeper into the issue. It could have been like someone saying, well, maybe you guys, we're going to like get counseling to see if we can work this out, because you seem like a good mother. You guys seem like you can make it work when it comes to the kids. I know there are judges like that, but it's just some that ain't. It's painful here because these are people who set rules, but the issue is the rules that are set, the way rules and systems are built and set, it's like these people are the foundation of why certain family structures are the way that they are, which is why people get to play on other people's emotion because of a strict system. Like your system is too strict. There needs to be compassion. A judge needs to be fair when it comes to compassion. When you know that a situation is currently going on because of manipulation, because of lies, because of sabotage, and you sit here and play as if you don't know. Like that's an issue to me, because then you're like you don't have no type of care. You just doing your job. You become desensitized to other people's feelings, emotions, and also don't care about no kids. The kids don't even matter. At this point, it's only about who has this and who has that. When everybody could have, but because someone's life is constantly being sabotaged, it can't be that way. It's inconsistent. It's unloyal. No loyalty in the Justice Department. No loyalty, because these are the people who cause the most pain in the family structures anyway. These are the people who divide the family in the first place, because there could be opportunity for someone who's of higher authority to say, do you guys think y'all can work this out? Like, is there any way before we put these restrictions on this situation, is there any way we can all work this out to come to a better understanding? Both of you seem like you guys are good parents. You could work together, but you sit here and put a restriction where someone has to have visitation rights to be around their kids. Because you don't care. You get paid and you go home. You got your money. You did what you had to do today. You did your job. You doing your job and you going home because that's what you get paid for. So F the family, F the kids. You can see the pain in your kids' eyes. But no one gives a fuck, because again, everyone's doing their job, right? But you are the main person that ruin a child's life by doing something like this. When someone loves their kids, Hey, well, let's just give the mother a chance to get herself together, because the mother plays a huge role in a child's life. The parent plays a role. Both parents plays a role. Both parents are really absent. No one, abandoned. It wasn't like that. Everyone knows it wasn't like that, but no one wants to look past that, because we got our lawyers here who gotta like present for a client that is toxic as hell. You know, whatever. Anyway, an old sage holds a glowing lantern and knocks on a door with no latch. A young man inside is too distracted to answer the knock. Your divine being is trying to get your attention. All it takes is a moment of your awareness to open the door. Though your life may be busy, the opportunity now presents itself for you to move into a higher awareness. It's a great time to open the higher self and all the wisdom and power. It is your soul, your eternal being, who approaches, but it is up to you and only you to open the door. You do that by taking real and regular action, knowing and feeling the wise and radiant being you are forever. Through meditation and study, you can own the enormous love, power, and vision. You can make every day sacred by going within. Once you do, you will know a radiant and greater power in every step and with every word. You will be able to bring this magnificent force to your world, changing life forever. You know, um, yeah, this is what it is. Like it's this system. It's talking about the system. It's talking about like the judicial system as well. It's saying like it's digged into a deeper hole. Like it's karmic. The decisions that were based on logic more than compassion is the issue. Where it's like some people need to learn how to be more um learn how to be more compassionate, even in the judicial system. It should be a regards there and rules and guidelines there, especially when no one's on drugs or mentally ill or anything of that nature. There should be a little more understanding and common sense. Honestly, everyone moves off the logic, and when you do, you miss the bigger picture. Yeah, so the word that I received was methodical. So it's organized, deliberate, step by step. Uh you got to be methodical about the way you do things. But methodical um with also compassion. You got to see it. You got to see it deeper than that. Some of these judges out here are only are like following rules that do not match the true guidelines of a family's situation. So even though something may look like that, like even like with a doctor will say, well, is a person that are they short of breath? Are they do they have like pain in their liver? Check. Do they have but the thing is, like, everybody's pain is different. No one pain is the same. So if my diagnosis or the issues that I have are not the same as the next person, why would you make a system that is only it only attends to everybody? So okay, you abandon your kids. Okay, so since you abandon your kids, we gonna get you a mental health evaluation, and then you gonna look like we gonna give you you're gonna be watch while you what is it, like what they say, what they said, you have to have visitation. Your visitation has to be monitored. So we're gonna do that because you follow, like, but you didn't, you it's not the same. no, you know what I'm saying? You didn't do that right. You know, I'm not. I don't care who watches this, because at the end of the day, there needs to be order. It needs to be methodical. I feel like the way things are done is out of alignment. There needs to be structure here, because this is a disappointment to America. America, America, God shed your grace on thee. What's the words? We need to sing it. Ray Charles style. Let's sing it, because, baby, America, America, God shed your grace. Hold on, let me pause this song here. Hold on. Because we want the full energy of the song. So let's talk about it. Y'all gonna be mad. You know, shit, this might get me in trouble, but I don't care.
With the singing of America the Beautiful.
Because y'all, it's all wrong.
And his soul, Mr. Ray.
Let's put the lighters up in this place, okay? No one's gonna like it, but we gotta get it together, because it's trifling out here. It's real trifling, and everyone knows it. That's why they're attacking the live. But you can attack the live, because y'all know y'all wrong. You know you're wrong. You know you're wrong. You know you wrong. You know you wrong, America. You know you wrong. You know you wrong. You know you wrong. You know you wrong. And anyone who allowed it, you know you wrong too. You're not going to sleep well. You're not going to sleep well. You're not going to go home and sleep after you done ruined the family. After you done separated their mom from their kids. You're not going to sleep well. You're not going to go home and live your life after effing up someone else's life and their family and their children. Your rules, how you move in this life, you literally did that shit to my kids. Shame on you, judge, and everybody involved. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. I done dropped the damn card. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, America. You ought to be ashamed. Beautiful America. You know what I'm saying? You separated many families, Judge, without doing a deeper research. You allowed you ruined families, judges. You separated their kids from their mothers that were good, judges, because of your wicked check system. No one has the same diagnosis as others. No one fit those guidelines. It was off. It was off. It was wrong. Okay? I don't care. You know you're wrong. There should be justice here, baby. Because this is not led by God. You have us coming to your courtroom, raising our right hand to be honest, truthful. And even when we are, here, this is what happens. No one's following the guidelines. It's messed up how we ruin things. We ruin families. It gotta be a change, okay? Changes need to happen. And you mad, but baby, you wrong. Because you went home and went to sleep not thinking about how you made someone else feel. How you made a child feel. My child is sad because of you. Because of your guideline rule, of your checklist. All right? You have to be careful. You know, I know it, you know, as much as, you know, people may want to say, oh, you don't know nothing. You're not smart. You're this. But I have common sense. I would never, you know, I'm not about to sit here and talk about nothing I don't know about. So if I'm going through this, others have to be going through shit like this too. It's heartbreaking that someone gets to go home and eat well, sleep well, be with their family after causing friction in another person's life. When really they could have handled that situation way better than they did. Giving someone who they know has control issues, know is gang stalking you. You know that. You can say you don't know it, but you know. You can say you don't know it, but you know. And it's heartbreaking because the power that you give in somebody because of, I don't know why you would do that. Deep down, you know you wrong. But you get to go home to your family. You're not going through the issues. You don't even know what it feels like to not be without your kids. You don't even know what it feels like to be dealing with a dysfunctional father figure that sabotages your life on a daily. You don't know what that feels like. But you got someone literally, damn. You know what I'm saying? You effed it up even more. Everyone needs to be responsible for their actions because this is the karmic trench. You know, no one, you know, you don't have feelings after you take off your robe and go home. Because you get to do what you want to do. While someone's stuck in a home with no heat and all of these things. You know, and because of the sabotages of other people who've caused these issues. You could be bad if you want to. You could do that to the live if you want. But you know you're wrong. And as much as you want to sit here and be like, look like you well put together, you have hurt and separated families, children from their mother or their father that did not deserve that. Because of money, because of a list that they didn't check off. Well, if you read between the fine lines or the fine print, you will find that someone did the check mark that you added did not add up to what you checked off. Meaning that's not the same diagnosis. The rules that are painted here are unjust. And it's because you sitting here on you sitting here with no feelings. Only doing it's no feeling based. You know, and it's just like someone has to be more methodical. You know, it's just someone did not look into things more. It's unfair how you did this. You know, it's disturbing. It's painful because ain't no telling how many mothers or fathers these judges have done this to. The system has done this to. It's broken up families. Like people living this for real. While there are others, you know, who are going through all the pain. This you know, like, you know, maybe you have to go through it so you could be like the social experiment or something like that. Whatever the case may be, there does need to be healing in this situation because it's painful. It's painful. And it needs to come to an end. Definitely needs to come to an end. All right? The moon tried to come out in reverse. People know the truth. People know the truth. And it's called, you ruined many families, judges, children's lives because of this. You know, someone wants you to play out the Miss Doubtfire life. The Miss Doubtfire. Like, there are children that are unhappy because of judges who separate them from their own parent, their loving parent who has empathy and compassion for their child. Like, it doesn't amount like the, you know, five of wands, you know, it's, you know, someone's mad because of what I'm saying, but I mean, the truth is, it's the truth. And no one spoke on this because everyone's scared to speak on it. But honestly, your judgment has caused people to feel left out in the cold, where they have to be feeling timid to even be around their kids. Like, I want to go up to the school and give my daughter a hug. I'm like, damn, can I go up to the school and give my daughter a hug today? I seen the pain in my daughter's face today, how she looked when I called. Like, I want to go and give her a hug. Will that affect me or make me look mental with the school system jump in and say, oh, you're not, like, y'all horrible. Ugh. Like, I'm just very disappointed in a lot of people. I'm disappointed in how people will play out a role to the T, to where it's like when someone tells you about someone, another person jumps on and is so like happy to be in full of drama. Like, you are a drama filled piece of shit of a person, and it only shows how miserable you really are. Like, you're miserable. So you're miserable. You're like, ooh, I want to make you miserable too, because I want you to feel how I feel. Well, no one feels how you feel, because it's really not about someone feeling how you feel. Someone just wants to be left alone. So you go on with your miserable self and live your miserable life. That's what you wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you trifling. And there will, you know, the pain that you cause for others, it will be sent back to you. I don't care if you attack the lies. You know you're wrong. And there will be judgment too. People who call on judgment on you will be judged as well. Everybody's gonna be judged, okay? Everybody, even the judges who may, like, I've seen sincere judges online, and I'm like, wow, like, we need more judges like them. These other judges, I don't know. Like, some of these, I don't know. Like, it's just painful to me. I'm really disappointed. And I might get in trouble for it, you know, but it's the truth, you know. And I mean, it's just very disappointing. It's very disappointing. All right. So it's all about money, honestly, like someone said. But we need to go a little more deeper, because it's a catastrophe. So we have number 17. A man looks through binoculars from the crow's nest of a great mastership. A battle is being waged on the deck below him. This card tells you to be on the lookout. There is a challenging situation, perhaps even a battle of sorts, around you. You could experience a sudden fall, loss, or your position, but if you be aware, you can make a backup plan that will help you ride through this difficult time a little more easily. This phase may be temporary, but it's important to keep your balance. Your strength will carry you through to a better time to come. All right, so let's look into this. Most High, what is this speaking on, and who's this about? It's about a authority figure who's looking into the way they do things. You know, this is a person who's gaining clarity and understanding of how they behave. You know, someone is learning to have compassion. You know, this is someone who's feeling really low right now, and I'm glad you do, so that you can understand people's pain. Like, you've caused a lot of pain for others. You've broken families up where it did not need to be broken up. You made rules that did not apply to certain people. And it's just unfair, because you get to go home to your family without stress. You know, how are you able to hit the gadget and then take your robe off, go home, lay down, drink your water, take your shower, after you've made decisions that could cost other children their lives? Even though we claim that we're about the benefit of the child, if we're about the benefit of the child and their needs, then it should have been worked out a little better than that. So this is a person who feels exposed, and it's just it's sad, you know. So anyone, there's light being given to this situation. Hopefully people understand what they're into, what they do. It has to be fairness, which is why I say, it is toxic. This system, like someone is clarify the devil. It's this father figure who wants to control the mother through kids. Okay, so for anyone to allow this to happen, it's due to manipulation. You know what I'm saying? All of this was uncalled for, unfair, and unrighteous, and how things are set up. And it's like someone who wants to control how things are being done, given. Like, this is beyond me. Like where you have to go to this amount of, you got to go this low in order to maintain control, where you put someone in a position where they it's just difficult. You don't care about nobody but yourself. There's gonna be justice, because given this even, and that this person struggles with power issues and control, for you to know that, it shows me that you don't care. It shows me that you will give a mental ill patient the gun and allow them to shoot wherever they want. It's giving me like you will give someone who's out of their mind, insane with control, the opportunity to rip someone else's face off just because someone financially has it together, without any, like, you didn't. So with that, what it's showing me is that let me reshuffle. It's just like, let me see what this is. Because this I consider what I do, even though I don't get paid for it, I consider it a job, because it's still helping people. Even though what I say may be hard to hear, there are people who have difficulty hearing the truth, and that's the problem. Unfortunately, the truth is what needs to be heard in order for others to be able to heal. It's sad that it has to be this way, but what else can you do? It's ridiculous. So the what is this, the lookout card? It's like someone who has to, like, close, like, if you have to close your eyes to what really is being shown, that's unfair. Like, you closing your eyes, acting like you don't see the issue, acting as if you don't know what's going on, when really you do. You know, I have to do this because I don't know what's going on. No one's talking to me. I'm secluded, you know. No one's talking to me like that. And then they, someone says, "Do you have a family member that do you have a contact person or a family member?" Like someone's trying to like be playing your face. It's a lot of like playing in the faces of others when someone knows what happened. I don't know what that's about. It's pure evil to me though. All right, so it's people see you as someone who's building something real, collective. There's talk about your money, work ethics, and long-term plans, or a solid connection forming. You're being viewed as steady, valuable, and possibly leveling up. There's chatter about painful endings, fallout, or someone feeling left out, rejected. The painful ending energy is real, and the gossip, people think something crashed suddenly or will. Someone may be playing the victim narrative, and truths are coming out. Confusion is clearing. Illusions are being exposed. The gossip may have started from misunderstanding, but clarity is breaking through. There could be a manipulative or bitter person shaping the story, someone twisting facts, being cold, or speaking from ego. Despite the drama, you come out looking warm, intuitive, attractive, abundant. The sun twice is a huge truth wins. So there's truth coming out, and whatever is being said ultimately makes you look better or vindicated. Someone feels stuck, obsessed, or jealous. This reads like attachment energy. There may be control issues or someone unable to let go of fueling the talk. So balance restores, fairness prevails. A mature, authoritative figure stabilizes things. You regain equal footing, and there may even be public acknowledgement or support. Okay, so fresh start energy, slow, steady progress. You move on calmly while others are still processing. People think there was or will be a painful ending. Someone feels left out and possibly venting. There's talk about money, work, and relationships, confusing, clearing, truth surfacing. Ultimately, you're seen as the one who will land on your feet, collective. And this doesn't read as a downfall. So well, when it talks about this, is the shocking matter of the situation, collective. So when we speak on authoritative, let's see what that means, because it's a lot of authority figures here. Clarify this, ancestors. Clarify the lookout card. So there is a man who's in this, who's like looking, it's like someone who's emotionally tempted and trying to stay in control. Because they want something to look away. The issue is balance is being fought here. So it's like someone who don't want balance, but balance has to take place, which causes someone to fail. You know, this is a loss for a male figure, it seems here. You know, where, you know, someone is heartbroken because even through the Five of Wands energy, Five of Wands represents negative energy, some conflict here. It's more so saying that someone's hurt and knows that there's balance that has to be restored. All right, and it's slowly preparing itself, collective, where, you know, you were left out in the cold because people were going against you. You know, definitely people that were misled. Clarify the Three of Pentacles. It's shocking because there is a glow up here that you could be going through, collective. It ain't always gonna be like this, all right? So just, you know, take your time. It's a lot of sadness. You know, someone is dealing with family more so, and family being left out in the cold, children being left out in the cold, someone not really realizing how they affected or how they affect certain families. You know, if you play a huge role in other people's lives, try to be more understanding and try to you know, even though someone says that they're understanding, if that was so, then it would be fair. People will feel more comfortable. Some things that happen are not really how it should happen. Like certain things that happen are things that happen to us, collective, because of other people's issues. You know, it'd be like the wrong people who are, and not to say it like that, everyone, if you aren't to be where you are, wherever you are in your life, then if you earned it, do that job like the first day you got there. When you were so happy to be in that position and you were saying, I'm going to make sure that I fight for, you know, I make sure that I, you know, if that's the case, like treat your job, don't treat it like a job. Treat it as, because the thing is you're making decisions for people that could eventually hurt others in the end. Meaning you are a part of a system. Someone's so mad. Ooh, you mad. You gonna be mad, okay? Casey, you gonna be mad. You know, I know you hurt because you have to be under a fake account trying to throw daggers at me because you're uncomfortable with how I'm presenting myself, how I look. You thought I was going to be down low to the ground, but baby, the only person who's down low to the ground is the one who's hollering. You know them hit dogs holler. They holler real loud, baby. And so you expect it for a sister to be, you know, all out here out of their mind in a mental health facility. And that's just not going to happen. All right. So with that said, Casey, or whoever you are commenting and saying whatever you have to say, just know that, just take the L. Go away. Stop being miserable. You know, you hateful. You know you are. And you know you a loser too. So take the L and go away. You know what I'm saying? You watching me, baby. You the one mad, not me. Take your anger out on your miserable life, your miserable self. You know, cause you show is miserable coming from me. Cause you would never say that shit in my face. That's why you gotta be under a hidden account. You following me. You literally sought me out through an Airbnb account because you so addicted and attached, or you're like a person who's so obsessed, like you so obsessed you sought me out through my Airbnb. That's how much you're miserable, because you would never do, you watch me too much. You know too much of my business, meaning that you're just obsessed. So I could give you an autograph if you would you like an autograph? I can give you an autograph. Let me give you that so you could go away. Maybe if I give you an autograph or something, you could like be flung away with your little ass. I'm sure you a little man or a weak woman. You either one of the two. So either you a weak man that is little, or you are a weak woman that is insecure and hateful. Either one of the two. But yeah, I get it, sweetheart. Anyway, like I was saying, with that said, collective, if you are in a role, like just treat that role like it's the very first day you got it. Because again, there are others who are attached to your decisions that it could affect. And that could be karma, your karma. This could trickle down in your life because God's giving you the ability to God is giving you the opportunity to God is giving you the opportunity to be a part of something that's huge. Like you make a huge difference in people's lives, where people are affected daily by your decisions because you have the last say so. You have the last say so because you're like a judge or something, or you're a lawyer, or you are a doctor, or you are this or you are that. You know, you're a school attendant, you're a principal, you're whoever you are with huge roles in your life. You have to really uphold your position and have respect for yourself as you do it, because everything you do, it will follow you. It doesn't matter if you're not related to the family. It doesn't matter if you don't have no attachment to someone's kids. It doesn't matter if the person you're sitting next to or in front of is someone you don't like. Whatever the case may be, you have a role that will eventually affect you've affected many people. You've affected many families. How does it feel to have a role that affects a generation of people, where your role could actually either uplift a human being or it could bring someone down low. I remember meeting a nurse, a ex nurse in a rehab. She was not in rehab. She was in a nursing home. This woman was only 60 years old. 63, maybe 60, 63 years old. She was like my mom's age. Now, my mom, when my mom was living, my mom was a very active woman. She had her right mind. She was a go-getter. You know, my mom, she was the shit, you know? So at 63, I can only imagine a woman who's in the nursing home at the age of 63 who was a nurse. Like, how did you treat your patients? How did you treat your patients? Huh? Did you treat your patients kindly? Because your kids don't even come visit you. Your kids, I asked where your kids are. You said they don't really come. So remember, what you do can be a domino effect in your life. I've seen it show up in many. I've seen men who were look real handsome on the outside, but they had AIDS and stuff like that. They were in the nursing home too, and they were jacked up. They were jacked up, you know, mentally. So with that said, you ask them where their kids were, and they will be like, my kids don't like me. You know what I'm saying? So you and your decisions can cause a ripple effect in your life. You know, all of your decisions, everybody. You know what I'm saying? So even how you do good people like myself, like I'm a good person. Ain't no way I should be treated the way I'm being treated by Heidi. Like, Heidi, bitch, you don't know me, girl. I need you to like remove yourself because you a stalker. You jealous. And if I pulled on you, you wouldn't like what I read on you, girl. If you're being stalked. I mean, if you're being mean spirited, then if you're being mean spirited, then I'm talking to you. But if you're being kind, then I apologize. But you were just coming from me. But anyway, with that said, if you have a role in this life that is supposed to lead many, then make sure that you're doing it being upstanding with your position, because there are people here who they don't they're not cool. You know, they got their role and they got used to it. They're on a job like it's just, you know, it's just something to do. Oh, well, I gotta see this person today, and can you believe this happened? You know, it's a lot of gossiping, and you know, people taking your pain as if it's a gossip talk, or you know, the shit ain't funny. The shit ain't funny. Okay? Nothing that the collective goes through on a daily is not funny. It's not for your entertainment. It's not for you to sit here and gossip about, you know. But anyway, it, you know, make sure that, you know, because it could be you any day. You never know what could happen to you. Anybody. You know, so again, I seen a nurse in the hospital. She did not have family come to see her. She didn't, you know, her kids, they weren't around like that. You know, I'm saying, like, my kids love me. I know my kids love me. My kids respect me and my kids love me. And I don't see them not being there for me. You know what I'm saying? However, anyone who wants that much control over a child because they want some sort of authority or whatever the case may be, make sure that, you know, you're covering yourself. Make sure that you recognize your control issues, because that can affect the kids' mentality and make them look at you as if you're horrible, like someone who can't wait to get away from you because of how you are. And even though you try to like manipulate children, you know, the way you do things, you know, you're manipulating children. Kids remember that. I've seen kids get older and they will talk about how their parents were to them in their earlier times, in their earlier days. You know, you never want to be that parent. You never want to be that parent, because you know it's toxic. Okay, so someone has to walk away from this toxic behavior. Someone's caught in the middle of something, you know. So anyway, yeah, it's someone who's feeling sad, because the thing is, again, you got to end your toxic ways, because your behavior has caused pain for many. And you know, even though you may feel as if you're in power over somebody, remember how you're using your power, because your power is causing pain for everybody. It's a ripple effect. And it can definitely swindle down to your generation and how you do things and people. Remember, any day it could be you. So make sure that you're doing your job for real. Make sure you have compassion for others. And make sure that if someone's not checked down a whole list, or if someone, just because someone, it says someone abandoned, like, you have to look beyond that. No one will just abandon their kids. It has to be reasons. And you have to listen to the reasons. You have to be fair. You know good and well it did not happen the way it's looking. Like, you have a way to speak it and make it look unacceptable, but really it's because of how smart you are, where you could strategically say things to make something look a way where it really wasn't that way. It's just because of how smart you are, how strategic, how articulate you are with your wording, where you are able to say something to make it look like that, but it's not like that. If it was, no one would be here in their right mind. So let's get a message from the Most High. Most High God, please give me a message from God. Most High God, please give me a message Okay. Thank you. Corinthians, greeting. Paul, an apostle of Jesus by the will of God, and Timothy, our brother, to the saints and faithful brethren in the Christ who is in the Colossus. Um, Grace to you and people from God, our Father, the Jesus Christ, the Father in Christ. We give thanks to God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, praying always for you, since we heard of your faith in Christ Jesus and your love for all the saints, because of the hope which is laid up for you in heaven, of which you heard before in the word of the truth of the gospel, which has come to you as it has also in all the world, and is bringing forth fruit, as it is alone also along I'm sorry, among you, since the day you heard and knew the grace of God in the truth, as you also learned from a Pharisee, our dear fellow servant, who is the faithful minister of Christ in your behalf, on your behalf, who also declares to us your love in the Spirit. For this reason, we also, since the day we heard it, do not cease to pray for you and to ask that you may be filled with the knowledge of his will in all wisdom and spiritual understanding, that you may walk worthy of the Lord, fully pleasing him, being fruitful in every God work and increasing in the knowledge of God, strengthened with all might according to his glorious power, for all patience and long suffering with joy, giving thanks to the Father who has qualified us to be partakers of the inheritance of the saints of light. He has delivered us from the power of darkness and conveyed us into the kingdom of Son of his love, in whom we have redemption through his blood for forgiveness of his sins. So this is Paul stating that, you know, there is there is an understanding that you have to know when it comes to God and what God can do for you. This is you going by the guidelines of God and realizing that God has to be in everything that we do. If God is not involved, then there will not be an opportunity for justice to happen. There's no real justice if God is not involved in our choices. People left God out and only put ego in, which is of darkness. So remember to put God in everything you do. Even though it's hard to hear, no one wants to hear that these days, because everyone is stuck in their carnal nature and they only want to feel the way they feel. He is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn over the creation, for by him all things were created that are in heaven and that are on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created through him and him. And he is before all things, and in him all things consist. And he is the head of the body, the church, who is the beginning of the firstborn from the dead, that in all things he may have the premises. God is wanting you to add him. Don't forget God, okay? God is the beginning and always will be, and the end, okay? So for it pleased the Father that in him all the fullness should dwell, and by him to reconcile all things in himself, by him whether things on earth or things in heaven, having made peace through the blood of his cross. And you who once were alienated and enemies in your mind by wicked works, yet now he has reconciled in the body of his flesh through death, to present you holy and blameless and above approach in his sight. This is God saying no one will be able to reach you because God is within you. Everybody wants a piece of that energy collective, but nobody is qualified for it. Only you are collective. People have not reached the level you are when it comes to their relationship with God, because people have forgot about God. And what God is reminding you is, I'm the end all and be all. And you have to recognize that. Yeah, we look good. with our robes and with our gowns and with our attire on, with our suits on. We look good with that. And people acknowledge that. But remember who gave you that. Remember that was God. Or was it? You know what I'm saying? Was God ever a part of it? Was God ever a part of your purpose? You know, it may look good. You may look good, but somebody's caught in a karmic trench where there's a lot of toxicity, and there has to be an understanding of that. Like there's a lot of low down, dirty, gutter people that are unqualified for many positions that they have that ruin many people in their lives and should, you know, the pain that has been caused by people of power, it just doesn't make sense. It's unrighteous, it's unfair, and people need to really get right. Okay? You got to get right because you're not really happy. You're not whole. You've not even experienced half of the peace. You've not experienced no peace. You're not even in alignment with yourself. You don't even know what peace means. You don't know what peace means. Like, you don't know. Because you're hateful. And you'll never be able to, you cannot take that from somebody. As much as you like to, you cannot steal someone's joy. No matter how much you may prep it up and look good, you put on your suit, your tie, you do everything you can to hold in a certain appearance that you want to show off. But deep down inside, you know who you are and whose you are. Every day you have to sleep with yourself, barely looking in the mirror, barely wanting to see exactly the demon that faces you every day. And we all have one, but some have theirs under control. Because no one's going to be ruled by temptation or greed or control issues. Like, no one wants that type of system, because it wouldn't you can't win with that anyway. You'll always lose with that, right? Even though you think you're winning, you're not happy on the inside, which is why you have to make someone else unhappy. So, if indeed you continue in the faith, grounded and steadfast, and are not moved away from the hope of the gospel, which you heard, which was preached to every creature under heaven, which I, Paul, became a minister. I now rejoice in the sufferings for you, and fill up in my flesh what is lacking in the afflictions of Christ, for the sake of his body, which is the church, of which I became a minister, according to the stewardship from God, which was given to me for you to fulfill the word of God. The ministry which has been hidden from ages and from generations, but now has been revealed to his saints. To them God willed to make known what are the riches of the glory of his mysteries among the Gentiles, which is Christ in you. This is your strength. God is your strength. God is supposed to be over all things. You're leading with flesh, temptation, control issues, arrogance, and hate. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no compassion. So Christ in you, the hope of the glory, him we preach, warning every man and teaching every man in all wisdom, that we may present every man perfect in Christ Jesus. To this end, I also labor, striving according to his working, which works in me mighty. Make sure that God rules over you at all times. And also, it's not about you. It's just your duty to make sure that you're always in alignment. Because if you're not, it's just never gonna be good for you. Not philosophy, but Christ. For I want you to know that a great conflict I have for you and those in Laodicea, and for as many as have not seen my face in the flesh, that their hearts may be encouraged, being knit together in love. So this is God saying, listen, you may not see me around. You may not see my physical face. But the issue is, a lot of people move off of philosophy. And this is what I'm saying. Like, you move off of a checklist that if someone checks all these things on the list, then that means that this is what they are, when that's far from the truth. Someone needs to redo their guidelines or something, or their rules, because you are not the same. You don't have the same diagnosis as the next person. It's something deeper in there that you're missing when you check off the list. That's not right. You know what I'm saying? It's deeper details that you missed, and even though you want to pretend to act like you don't know what's going on, everyone knows, and you're causing pain for others while you're in this mean, you just denial. So anyway, being so God's both of the Father and the Christ, in whom are hidden all the treasures of wisdom and knowledge. Now this I say, lest anyone should deceive you with persuasive words. For though I am absent in the flesh, yet I am with you in the spirit, rejoicing to see your good order and the fastness of your faith in Christ. Don't forget your faith. Don't forget God, because God is around you even though you don't see God. As you therefore have received Christ the Lord, so walk in him, rooted and built up in him, and established in the faith as you have been taught, abounding in it with thanksgiving. Beware lest anyone cheat you through philosophy. Okay, philosophy is the issue with a lot of folks. People, they want to have they want to have a visual. People are hit by what is on paper instead of looking deeply at the issue. You got to have emotion. You got to feel other people's feelings. You have to know why certain things have happened. It's a reason for everything. For you to go down a dotted list and check all of what you have on your paper does not meet the qualifications of that person's true issues. That's wrong. That is so wrong. So, by you looking at God as, oh, I have to see God in order to know if God is real, it's telling me that you have issues with only logic thinking. Like, you only think logically. There has to be balance in your thinking. Wasn't it God that gave you the position you had, or was it not? Or do you think that all of that was you? An empty deceit, according to the tradition of men, according to the basic principles of the world, and not according to Christ. For in him dwells all the fullness of the Godhead bodily, and you are complete in him, who is the head of all principality and power. In him you were also circumcised with so not legalism, but Christ. So in him you were also circumcised with the circumcision made without hands, by putting off the body of the sins of the flesh by the circumcision of Christ, buried with him in baptism, in which you also were raised with him, though through faith in the working of God who raised him from the dead. One moment, guys. One moment, guys. One moment. Okay, my bad, guys. So, and you being dead in your trespasses and the uncircumcision of your flesh, he has made alive together with him, having forgiven you all trespasses, having wiped out the handwriting of requirements that was against us, which was contrary to us. And he has taken it out of the way, having nailed it to the cross, having disarmed principalities and powers. He made a public spectacle of them, triumphing um, over them in it. So let no one judge you in food or in drink or regarding a festival or a new moon or Sabbaths, which are shadows of things to come, but the substance is of Christ. So um this is, you know, this is just God saying, I'm the judge. Even though you may be judged by others, God is the true judge. God is the true the person that's over all the judges, over all of these systems, over all of the people who have control and things of that nature. God is over that, and God will always be over that, even if people may try to cheat the system. It says, let no one cheat you of your reward, taking delight in false humility and worship of angels, intruding into those things which he has not seen, vainly puffed up by his fleshy mind, and not holding fast to the head, from whom all the body, nourished and knit together by joint and ligaments, grows with increases that is from God. God is saying that all stems from him. Therefore, if you died from Christ, from the basic principles of the world, why, as though living in the world, do you subject yourself to regulations? God is saying that I'm your judge. Okay? God is saying that. Like it's, you may feel hard to believe because you feel judged by people who put you in difficult situations. Maybe a judge put you in a space in your life where it's something you can't even take your mind off. People, they want to put you in or treat you as a mental health patient, but it's the effects of what people do to you. People who have power and control, who are able to do shit like that to you. Like, if you have that type of control, be careful, because it could hurt. It could really hurt. It's painful, especially for those who don't deserve it. Okay, so do not touch, do not taste, do not handle, which all concerns things which perish with the using, according to the commandments and doctrines of men. These things indeed have appearance of wisdom in self-imposed religion, false humility and neglect of the body, but are no value against the indulgence of the flesh. Meaning, like, your flesh should not rule you. Your flesh should never rule you, but it's ruling a lot of people, because people, I don't know if you ever seen a group of people who walk around cocky because of the role and the title that they have. There's no humbleness there. This is Corinthians 2:19 and 4:18. But someone walks around with they look, it's just, I see it all the time. Like, someone needs to be more humble, because it's horrible. It's really horrible how people walk around and they use their authority to intimidate others. Make sure, it's you got to make sure you right, okay? Because again, it could be you any day. You've seen people in higher places go to jail, even police officers. They never thought they'd be in a position where they were being ruled by a judge. They were being judged by a group of everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who is doing wrong will eventually be found out, and those who have judged wrongly will be judged wrongly too. Those who have been unfair will be eventually treated unfair too. And it's not, oh, well, I've been done fair, so let me do you unfair. No, that's not how you do it. sister, brother, you have to be right within. You have to use your best judgment. Some of these judges don't use their best judgment. They just go down the list of what they see, knowing that it is not like that. Like, please be righteous in all you do. Please be fair in all you do, because you're affecting and hurting others while you do it. You're like a ripple effect that brings everyone down. All right. So be careful you center yourself in someone else's life, especially someone you don't know. Get all the information. I know you see a bunch of people every day, but again, there has to be a good judge of character. It has to be a deep evaluation where you're really taking heed to what someone's going through. No one's no crackhead, and no one's a bad mother. No one would just leave their kids in a no one would do that. No one that is mentally sane would do that. If you go after somebody because you want to see them down, that means that you hateful. If you already preparing to say, "Oh, I'm going to put you in check," that means you have control, ego issues, and superior issues, where your goal was always to bring somebody down because you didn't like them in the first place. But why don't you like them? Is it because someone values their self? Like, how about you value yourself? Because you're already talking about how you are going to give someone a position because of what? You don't know the full story, or maybe you do. You just don't like that person. There hasn't been full detailed research on you because you've already attacked the person before before the person even spoke. The papers are out the window. Everything you did was out the door. You know what I'm saying? You don't care about what this person is saying. You already have your emotions set. You already have your feelings set. And you already have your rule and judgment set. But remember, one day it will be you in the same predicament. You will be going through that. Or maybe you have. So you're taking that shit out on someone else who didn't do nothing to you. Hopefully everybody, will learn. There will be balance, and someone will be more educated on how to handle certain experiences, or others who are needing help. There needs to be a love as well and compassion in the judicial system. All right, remember that you're not the only person that you're not affecting just one person. It's a lot of others that are being affected by your decisions that could throw someone in jail for life because of research that you did not do. And you go home, lay down, and be around your family, enjoying your peaceful life. Like, have you ever seen it? Someone who harmed somebody gets to go home, not get trial, not go through trial, not go to jail, nothing. They get to go home to their family. Emmett Till, for instance, someone beat the hell out of him, and the woman who did it, that lied on him, saying that he whistled at him, something as simple as a whistle, is what got this young boy killed. And the judge ruled that the woman, even though everyone knew that she lied, that woman got to live her old years. But I wonder how her experience was in her old life. I'm sure she couldn't have been happy. I'm sure it had to affect her in some way. End up confessing in the end that she did lie, while someone's 6 feet under because of jealousy, hate, and just racism. You an evil old woman, and you going to hell. No one has to rule that. You going to hell, which is why you lived so long, so you didn't have to experience it so soon. God gave you a slow death, and a lot of people are having it. Let's get the last message, and then we're out of here. A lot of people ain't going to be able to handle They don't like the truth. People don't like the. Claire, give me a last message, Most High. Imagine. Happy. Spirit is wanting you to be your authentic self. There needs to be changes. Like God is saying, imagine and experience the happiness that you truly deserve. Because your happiness is not about your position. It's not about your degrees. It's not about your role that you play. It's about you being happy. When you're happy, you can make others happy. When you're depressed, you're making others depressed. When you mad, you want to make others mad. When you're jealous, you want to bring others down. Learn to be happy and authentic within. Your happiness does not come from others. It does not come from what you can steal from another being or trying to be another being. Your happiness comes from within you, meaning you've done it all wrong for years. So make sure that you truly live your life within, meaning your happiness only comes from within you. So be happy, okay? Not the tangible things make you happy. Not control make you happy. Because if control made you happy, you wouldn't be so angry, wanting control so that you could hurt another person. When you're truly genuine, you'll learn how to surrender. You'll learn how to release, let go, and move on with your life so that you could truly experience happiness. But someone's too caught in the past. Like, let it go. Anything else? Discipline. Learn to be more structured. Learn to have more discipline in your life. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Meaning your accomplishments will bring you true abundance. And not just tangible money. This is abundance within. Your happiness and your fulfillment within. All right. So you won't have to be measuring someone else's happiness. Oh, they too happy. Let me make them miserable. Like, why don't you just be happy? Why don't you learn how to let go and let God, just like the other person did, and you won't be so mad. All right. Because collective, you're walking into abundance, and there are people who are fearing your freedom. Because you're letting go. There are changes happening. And people are uncomfortable with that. They want to blame you for your happiness. They thinking, oh, you wouldn't be where you are if it wasn't for me. Exactly. I'd be a lot further ahead if it wasn't for you. You know, you done did so many hateful things. No wonder the collective house is effed up and everything else. Car effed up. You know, the life effed up. The money effed up. We would not be where we are if it wasn't for you. You got that right. Damn. You happy now? Like, let it go. Like, learn to really accept what is and let go of what ain't. All right? With that said, guys, have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'm sorry for those who did not receive the message as they should. You know, it is hard to hear. But, baby, if you learn how to love yourself, it wouldn't be hard to hear. You know, but others have hard hearts and they're mad at you for knowing who you are. And that's not your issue. That's theirs. With that said, y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll come back a little later. Peace and love. Thank you for the gifts, guys.